The train has left the station.
What did you just say? I only asked because it just sounds like real familiar.
About cryptocurrency as a form of currency.
Well, I think the train's already left the station in terms of...
So I repeat, what did you just say?
The train has left the station.
That's what I thought.
We on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Well, let me show you what the moon bag's like. You take them gains when it gets that high. I mean, the market may dip for a little bit. That's when I hurry up and buy. Me, I just wanna rub them thighs. I like my oatmeal chunky. Banana nuts all in it. Shit, you're talking about the blockchain monkeys. It's a solo nation.
Now, when it comes to crypto, we're talking about cold storage. Get your crypto off the exchange and into a cold storage wallet to where only you have access. Okay? DCENT wallet link in the description. Now, what is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I want to thank you for coming to my jungle. And first of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give my opinion. So today, we have to go in on Quant. I know I haven't done a Quant video in a long time, but ladies and gentlemen, I just had no choice. Now, we also got Ripple XRP. Coming in hot from Jack the Rippler. Never forget that Swift has been tested XRP successfully since back in 2020. And you know what? Maybe even a little bit before that. Take a listen.
I used to work for Swift. I was Swift for 20 years, so Swift is flowing through my veins. Swift is the preeminent messaging system for the financial industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, trade, in terms of securities, etc., not reconciliations, etc. What we're looking with the crypto, though, is Swift would have a store and forward system for most of its payment transactions, where you need service level agreements that in a certain time I will do something, the payment turns up at a certain time during the day. Here we're looking at the new network styles, which allow instant, real-time movement to the funds and visibility of those funds as well. So we would not have a situation where banks need to come back to you and say, have my funds arrived? It's 3 days later.
Are you getting this, ladies and gentlemen? How long? How many warning signs do you need?
It's nothing like that. I don't believe Ripple is going to replace Swift. Ripple is one of the complementary networks, which is going to allow those institutions who need real time to make use of that. And I think we're also seeing that Swift are changing their network capability so that real time will be a possibility as well. But we may also see Ripple XRP moving across the Swift network as a currency when we're using something like FX.
Now this is coming in hot from ISO 222. Let's do it. Ripple's Internet Ogorama presenting to the IMF cybersecurity and XRP ledger. Plus, Ripple is the only company that monitors and reports suspicious activity on the blockchain. Take a listen to Internet.
Go one step further. Even if we did introduce AML regulation that was globally applicable to all institutions, all digital currency exchanges, irrespective of jurisdiction, I want to tell you, it won't really, it's not going to be able to effectively handle the transaction risk, because all transactions are happening underneath on the blockchain, underneath these digital currency exchanges. The transactions that are going through the exchanges, yes, they're going to be monitoring that type of activity, but who is monitoring the transactions that are conducted on the blockchains themselves? There is no financial institution today, there's no company today, with the possible exception of Ripple Labs, that has been required by regulators to monitor and report on suspicious activities that are being conducted.
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, like,
digital wallets. They can be established by anyone from anywhere. They don't have to be opened through a digital currency exchange. They have global reach once they're opened for instant access to cross-border transfers, and they're easily accessible via the internet. I want to give you an idea. This is what a digital wallet address looks like on a blockchain. I've given you an example here of a Ripple wallet address here, and there's a Bitcoin wallet address. That's what you see on a blockchain. The cryptocurrencies are transferred from one address to another address, and in most cases, there's no other additional identifying information associated with those wallets. You can't even determine with any degree of confidence where those wallets are located because of IP address spoofing. It masks where the sender is based, or it shows that it's coming from a different location.
Goodness.
What was Ripple going to do? Well, you see hundreds of thousands of these addresses all over XRP Ledger, and as Ripple, we had to connect allegations of unusual activity, thefts, crime, phishing scams, pyramid schemes. Users reported into us alleged illegal activity. We opened a repository.
Ladies and gentlemen, you do not need a fake scammy ass YouTuber to tell you this. You do not need me to tell you this. All you need to do is get inside and do your own damn research.
Their reports, and we use that then to create an investigation and to try and link all of this suspicious activity to identify culprits, to identify high-level patterns of activity on XRP Ledger that could potentially be suspicious, given the information that we have available to us.
Now, how sweet is BlackRock? They have provided some beautiful education here on what is an ETF. At the exact moment that they are filing for an ETF, you have here Grayscale Bitcoin Trust nears 2023 highs on BlackRock ETF filing as buyers step up. I would be surprised if they don't get this approved. Right here, institutional buying interest in GBTC accompanies hopes that BlackRock will secure the first US Bitcoin spot ETF. And a big, huge shout out to Crypto Hawk. You have here Stellar for sale on Coinstar machines. Are they integrating? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Coinstars in our local grocery stores. And this in from the Bitcoin news, credit cards accepted only after 12 noon. As of April 1st, 2023, no credit or debit card will be accepted before 12 noon. We are sorry for your inconvenience. I mean, it's no wonder you were seeing innovations like this, especially in banking. You have your Globiance stablecoin, which is backed 1-to-1. Let's not forget about their partnership with Comtech Gold. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we got to give a huge, huge shout out to Cypress on YouTube, dropping us with this Google, Finastra, and XRP heat. Take a listen.
Finastra, if you all do not know, this is a massive company right here. We enable the financial services worldwide to deliver the future of banking, okay? Let me show you all how crucially important Finastra is and how deeply embedded and connected they are. About Finastra, Finastra is a global provider of financial software applications and marketplaces and launched the leading open platforms for innovation. That's massive. Okay, it goes on to say right here, it serves institutions of all sizes, providing award-winning solutions and services across the lending platforms, treasury and capital markets, and so on and so forth. But it says right here, its pioneering approach and commitment to open finance and collaboration is why it is trusted by over 8,600 institutions.
Did you get that, ladies and gentlemen? 8,600 institutions right in your face.
So think of the networking capabilities that Finastra and being a partner of Finastra has. We see right here, even on their PDF, they mentioned Visa Direct. That's going to play an important role later on.
You don't even need a PhD for this. You don't even need a high school diploma. It is right in front of your face.
Moving on. What I want to show you all is how interconnected Ripple is with all of this, how deeply rooted digital assets are going to be in the future, and how everything is migrating and moving over to the cloud. And these elite individuals are telling you all of this, just nobody is paying attention. Listen to what this individual, again, this lady representing Deutsche Bank, has to say about the CBPR Plus and how the back end that they're working on, the people that are meeting in these organizational conferences and these panel discussions are the people redefining the future of the ISO standard and its digital transformation.
That we've seen there. And by the way, the same happens on the industry level as well. So we in the CBPR Plus group, we met on a weekly basis, and maybe just to bring everyone on the same page, CBPR Plus stands for Cross-Border Payments and Reporting Plus, and this is a working group that defined the future ISO standard, defined the future ISO standard for the correspondent banking space.
Once again,
currently, check this out, only 9% of banks have rejected moving some payment processing to the cloud. So that means that 91% of these banks are moving to the freaking cloud. Listen to what this individual from IBM, the global payments leader, has to say at a May 2023 discussion.
Here's the playbook for modernization around the world. Sorry? Pretty simple two-stage act. Central authorities decide that we're going to have a generational change and update our national infrastructure. That we're going to have a generational change and update our national infrastructure. And then all y'all get together and we start innovating like crazy. And Stacey just gave us where Visa's going with her innovation. That's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah. Like it or not, 85% of the world's payments still run through an IBM mainframe.
Ooh!
Migrating to the cloud is our destiny. We know this because the cloud is the platform that's going to support payments going forward. We know it because it's frankly going to be the platform for industries everywhere. When 7 of the 10 top market caps are cloud companies building these technologies, we know that that's where the money is going to be eventually. We know that that's where the money is going to be eventually.
And so now, not to change the subject or anything, but heading on over here to Quant. Right here, you have Daddy. How many times does Daddy have to tell you? Daddy told you QNT was a beast. Take a look at Gilbert Verdian. Quant Networks, Gilbert Verdian. I'm incredibly proud to announce that Quant Network has been collaborating with the BIS, Bank for International Settlements, and the Bank of England on Project Rosalind, a project designing and implementing a CBDC API and platform and testing use cases for CBDCs with financial services participants. It says here, we were chosen to provide the technology because of our history and innovation, expertise in financial services, and deep experiences in payments. Previously running mission-critical infrastructure, only we can do what the project needed from a technology and partner and payments expert. The project has produced tangible, real-world examples that tested how CBDCs could support a more digitalized economy in the future, working with participants like Bank of Canada, Barclays, MasterCard, and Amazon, who built and tested new CBDC payment flows on the platform. Now, I'm not saying I'm excited about CBDCs because I'm not 1 inch of a bit, but I am excited about finding this information out so early. You know what I'm saying? Now we have CBDCs are coming. I encourage every bank and financial institution to read the Project Rosalind report and start planning their smart money infrastructure strategy.
Gilbert and the rest of the guys at Quant were out of there by then already. Now, let's add this in here. We of course know that Quant had partnered with SIA to connect 550 banks together, with the Bank of Canada being one of these banks under SIA. So it makes sense that Canada had also partnered with SIA to be their application for their high-value payment system links. So that's 2 correspondent partners right there, right? And now when we look at some of the Jasper papers, we can see the participants listed here. And we see Payments Canada, various commercial banks in Canada, such as CIBC, TD, BMO, and then there's R3, which we know Quant has collaborated with on multiple occasions, including solving interoperability with their core product Corda during the SIA collaborations. And continuing on a little more on Project Jasper, we also see that it was mentioned alongside one of the Project Ubin papers, in which Jasper and Ubin were testing interoperability. Of course, the key mention in this paper was on API gateways. So things are definitely lining up now.
So I repeat, how many licks does it take for you to get to the center of a Tootsie?
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the Swift, keep it walking. Respecting elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain.